My passion for farming probably came from my dad or my grandpa. Growing up with them real young, riding the tractor. And when I was about 12 or 13, they started letting me swath. And I just loved it ever since. I loved being able to wake up and just go out and play in the fields all day. The mission statement for my company and probably my life in general, I'd say is, I learned this from my uncle, is pick up the phone and say yes. You can't farm in fear, so just pick up the phone and say yes, you'll be there. My mornings begin in the morning with me answering phone calls and lining my guys out, and it's generally running to the rakes, going to the balers, getting the hay baled up and the dews right. I have a lot of ground to cover in the morning, so a lot of it happens really fast. I'd say my biggest failure is when I got started, I didn't have any people skills, so it was hard to go out and get those contracts, gain new customers, know how to talk to business professionals, and I'm so young, I just didn't learn those skills, and I've learned those skills. It's been able to make my business more profitable and productive and just overall better in general. I'd say my biggest accomplishment would be learning the people skills, learning management skills, learning more about the ever-changing hay industry. You never know, you think you know everything, but you don't, and every time I can learn something new, I think that's a good accomplishment. I'd say the most innovative farming technique that I use is digital mapping, climate field view. I'm able to look at the moisture content of the ground. I can log on my swather the acres, the rows, and we have iPads in our tractors, and I can almost tell you what row a bale came from in that field, to let you know if it's going to have a moisture problem or what the estimated RFB is of that hay. I think my goals for my operation in the future is, the first one is to be financially independent from the banks, and whenever I can get large enough and get enough equity to do that, I think that's going to be a good goal to reach. The biggest change in the ag industry in the last 10 to 15 years from my operation has been the Massey Ferguson Heston hay equipment, the technology they have with these new swathers and the windrows and the balers. It helps with mass production, gets you the proper crimp, it speeds up time. We're able to bale products that we weren't able to bale 10, 15 years ago, and that's extra money for the farm and the producer. The most fulfilling part about being a custom operator is when you do a good job and they come over and they shake your hand and they give you a drink and they say good job, and you can see in their eyes that they're happy with you and that you've boosted their profitability for their operation, and you're going to have a customer for many years to come. How you ensure the retention of customers is, like I said, you do a great job, you're honest. Everybody makes a mistake. If I make a mistake, I'm on the phone calling, or I'm going to their house and saying, hey, we made a mistake, how can I make it right? Just honesty. If you shake their hand and you're honest with them, you're going to retain that customer. I'm involved in the community that I work in. I support the local high school I went to, the Wiley Panthers, obviously. I donated free cheeseburgers March 20th for our Governor's Meat Out Day, for support local beef, and I help for Toys for Tots every Christmas. I'll donate bicycles or clothing or canned goods. It's important for me to stay involved in the community, because no matter how much money you make, you're not a good person unless you help out your community and do things that's good for other people that are less fortunate. I think I've influenced young producers and other people in the industry by being innovative and always learning and passing on my life lessons I've learned and been taught by older generations. And if you can pass those on, I think you're going to help somebody out. Some advice I'd give to the next generation farmer is, don't give up, find something you're passionate about and go for it. Find a good relationship with a banker that you can trust, and like I said before, you can't farm in fear, so don't ever give up. The Manitou telehandler would be an asset to my operation as I'm expanding. I would be able to use it to load hay trucks. I only have one loader right now, and we're always hauling it around on a semi or a trailer, and it'd be really nice to have another loader to load out hay with. I believe my operation is deserving of the title 2021 Custom Operator of the Year, not because of the sheer size that we operate on, it's just our core values, our principles. We do a good job. I'm not the biggest operator out there. I don't have the nicest equipment, but what I have, I do a good job, and we produce a lot of hay. Southeast Colorado and western Kansas and Oklahoma.